Good morning. What's your name?
My name is Cathi Florence Jennings.
Well, I'm Peyton.
And I'm Helina and Peyton.
Good to meet both of you.
Good to meet you.
Well, our first question are, what years did you attend Brown Summit?
I attended Brown Summit from 1957 to 1964 when I graduated.
All right. Ms. Jennings, if you could tell us, did segregation impact your materials and the quality of your education?
Well, I would say in some ways, yes. But we took what we had and made what we want out of it. So actually, in the end, I wouldn't say that it was a bad thing.
For your dress code during the day, what was the do's and don'ts for dress code?
Well, we just had to be neat and clean. The girls normally wore skirts and blouse, and the guys wore pants with shirts. Some of them could wear jeans, but mostly it was just like khakis, and we did have to go below the knee. We wasn't able to wear them too short. And
did you have any uniforms for maybe like athletic events?
Well, that's a good question because we did not, but we made our own. The basketball team had their uniforms. They were ordered. They were secondhand usually, but the cheerleaders' uniforms and the majorette uniforms, we made them. Our homemade department just took all of the measurements and we made them.
What's one of your strongest memories that you have of Brown Summit when you went to?
Well, it was a very close-knit school. We were able to, join together like family, and everybody helped everybody out. And it was just really, I would say, very, very close-knit.
How big were your classes then?
I'm sorry?
How big were your class sizes like?
Normally anywhere from 25 to 32 or 3 people. And usually there was 2 grades to, like 2 9th grades, 2 10th grades, 2 11th grades, and 2 12th grades.
What was your school day like when you got here and then when you left?
We only started class at 8 a.m. and we were here till 3 p.m. We had 50 minutes for periods, and that included lunch as well.
So what were your classes like? Was it like our block schedule where when you go into the class, or you stay in ELA for a little bit and then math, science, and then encore? Do you have those?
We had a schedule, and first period maybe was math, and then English or science, or Then we had break for lunch, and we'd go back for the next class until 3 p.m. when we were dismissed.
What kind of specials do you have? Electives like gym, different foreign languages, or art?
We only had English and French.
That's nice. You had gym, right?
Now what?
Did you have to take gym class?
Yes, we did. We had gym
You didn't have art class?
Well, we had some of that. We didn't have a lot of that, but
a lot of supplies for support for the art class. All right.
For your teachers, did you have white teachers or did you have African American teachers?
They were all African American teachers.
What are you feeling about how Brown Summit now is becoming a historical site?
Well, I'm very proud that it's advanced to what it is today, and I'm glad to know that we're a part of that, because although we did not have all the materials and tools to work with, but it's advanced so much, and we're really proud that you're part of us.
How much did you like the fact that it was segregated?
Well, I didn't like that, but we had no other choice at the time. So what we did was, we just tried to make the best of it.
Well, did it depress you that you're told that you had to go to a different schools because you might not have the same academics levels as white people?
Well, actually, I graduated in 1964. That was when the Civil Rights Act was passed. and I did not have the opportunity to go into a mixed school until I went to college. But a lot of my relatives and friends did have to go through that, and they said it was hard at first. And I have one little story. My nephew, he was one of the first blacks to go into the mixed school, and he was saying that every day he had trouble. I mean, he couldn't go down the steps or anything before somebody would push him, or for a while, and it got better. So
after you graduated, what did you do?
I went to a junior college, and I received my associate degree. I got married right after that, and I had 2 children, and I went back to school to Shaw University, and I received my Bachelor of Arts, and I worked a while, and then I went back to school into the master's program at UNCG.
UNCG, that's pretty cool.
Your friends, are you still in touch with any friends that you went to run summer with?
Yes, a lot of them. It was a close-knit school.
And when you were in school, did you ever, while you were out of school, were you friends with any white people?
Oh, yes. Yes, I have some white friends now.
Okay. Have you been able to see the school or the buildings, the majority of the buildings, the way they're structured?
Fortunately, I have. Dr. Robinson took me and one of my schoolmates on a tour, so we've seen the improvements.
How is the structure different from when you were in school?
Well, it's much nicer. Some of the buildings are, that building over there is still basically, it's the same building, but I see that you made a lot of improvements. One thing we didn't have was lockers. We had to keep our personal effects under our desks.
Did you, what was the, hip thing to do back in your time? What was the cool thing to do being in high school?
Well, actually, we liked to dance. That was the biggest thing, of course. A lot of the kids liked sports. We didn't have anything but a basketball team. We were able to, the community had a baseball team, which a lot of them participated in. We also had a drummer club, and we liked to do that. But mostly, I would say dance was the big thing. We were on RC Dance Party, which you probably won't know about, but that's something that used to come on TV, and different schools participated. Brown Summit was the first black school to participate in the county.
That's super cool. Did you have something?
How did you get to school? Did they have buses?
We did, yes.
Was it fun to ride the buses?
Actually, I preferred to borrow my dad's car, but sometimes I had to use the bus. I had to until I was 16, and I got my driver's license. So I would say, Dad, can I drive the car today? I said no.
How far did you live away from the school?
Let's see, probably, I'm not good at directions, but I would